Hello everyone, Phoenix Knight here. Welcome to the channel, and welcome to a new playthrough on the channel. With the end of Christmas in Arkham last week, this week we're headed back to the Gridiron as we're playing second season football by PLAAY Games. No bonus points for guessing this one, it's a football simulator. So we've got a classic matchup from the 1999 season as the Green Bay Packers are at Soldier Field today to take on the Chicago Bears. I'll say it in English one of these days. Without much ado, let's say we bring the teams down to midfield for the coin toss. And the way we're going to resolve the coin toss is we're going to use 2d6s. Bears, Packers, whoever wins higher wins the toss, and the total is the decision. Odds the winning team will receive, evens the winning team will defer. Alright, so the Bears will win the toss and they will defer. Which means they will kick off. Which means they'll kick off to the Packers from the 30. We've got the Bears going this way. Packers are coming this way. In 99, we kick off from the 30. Okay. Now that we've got that sorted out, we are all set to jump into this game. Now, I'm going to roll... I roll 5 dice. I won't need the pink yet. But I'll roll the black and the white for the kick, and then blue, then red if I need it for the return. So, let's jump in. A 25 on the kick. 25 is looking at the... So the kicker for the Bears is... kickoff Boniol is a D. He will kick that 61 yards, and that'll go to the 9 for the Packers, looking at their secondary returner. Their secondary kick returner is... Actually, we've got to roll the... I think this is where the D20 comes in. So we actually do need the D20. I didn't think we would need it. So the returner will be... So on a 9, the kick returner will be Howard. So Desmond, I think that's Desmond Howard, isn't it? Yeah, Desmond Howard. His return will be a... His return is 19. I need to go to the kick return. Here we are. So that will be a... So the D20 can come out. And then we need a 12, subtract 10 yards from the player's return grade, chased out of bounds. So that will be 9 yards for Howard, and actually that will be, 9 yards for Howard, and he'll get chased out of bounds. As the Bears' kick returns come swarming at him at the 18-yard line, and that's where Green Bay will have it to start. Here at 1st and 10 at their own 18. I do have a play log that I'm keeping track of, and I'm using a 10-minute clock. You might not be able to see it here, but it is on the mat that I'm using. So that is 1st and 10, Green Bay at their own 18. They're going to start off with Let's see. They're going to start off with an inside run to. They're going to start off with an inside run to Dorsey Levens. Inside run to Levens. So we'll get the play call. The way I call plays in second season, I do it the same way every time. So I'll call the offense. Then we're going to roll the 5 dice. We'll use the pink for the defensive play call. Then it'll be black and white for the play. And then blue and red will come in as I need them. Blue is the first die. I use both of them. I use both blue and red if I need 2 results. And then if I need to read them APA style, I'll read blue, then red. Hopefully that all makes sense. So we're starting with an inside run to Levens. So let's see where we start. Okay, the play call. The defensive play call for the Bears in normal play calling, they're going to be calling pass. They're calling pass, looking at a 42. Checking TB. Is he rated run of 2? TB is James Williams for the Bears. He is not. So that'll send us over to runner struggling for 3 yards. 1, 2, 3. We'll tick off 30 seconds. And it'll now be 2nd and 7. Green Bay from their own 21. This time they're going to go for a short pass. Who are they looking for on the short pass? They're going to try to throw that to Freeman. Let's find our short pass play. A 2 is going to be a safe defense by the Bears. Short pass versus safe. Then a 61 is checking for D. Checking for D. Is he rated 2 against the pass? McKenzie. Oh no, not McKenzie. That's a defensive play. So the Bears. Harris is a... I believe it's pass then run on the ratings. Let me see about that. Pass then run. Okay, so D is 1 plus when offense is past the 50. So no. So Harris is not ranked 1 against the pass. So is SB ranked 0 against the pass? 0 pass. SB is Levens. No, he's not. Otherwise, XS column. This is where the red and blue are going to come in. 45. Is SB ranked 0 against? Is SB ranked 0 for the pass? Levens is not. So he'll angle past the defensive back for a 7-yard gain, and that'll be a first down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And a first down. We'll take another 30 seconds off the clock, and we'll be back to 1st and 10. From their own 28. So a nice little sequence there as the Packers are getting something going. They're going to go this time as ID Jester's first to join us here at Soldier Field. Let's go with another short pass. This time we're going to get Schrader involved. We'll get a play call for the Bears and a play result. A 3 is a safe. So short pass against safe, which is where we're at, and a 66. If this was APA, that would probably be very good. We're looking at H. Actually, this might be good for the defense. Is H, that's going to be a defensive check rated 2 against the pass. He is not quarterback pressured, connects for 1/2 receiver yards. Schrader is a 14. So that's still a 7. Mention is I'm using 10-minute quarters in this game. So that'll be 2nd down and 3. That's a little house rule I've done to make it more manageable for me, especially when I'm going to use this game, especially when I'm looking to use this as a full season replay engine. So we're going to go with an outside run to 11s. So we'll get our outside run ready. And as you can probably imagine, you'll be able to guess this full well, Jester, but I have also tabbed my book to make it a lot smoother to manage. So let's see what the Packers or the Bears are getting up to here. Let's see, we're still using normal play calling, so that's another. Seriously, I'm spinning again. God bless it. I don't know what in the world's been going on with my stream lately. It seems like YouTube was having issues. I was watching I was watching Dave Gardner's Digital to Dice podcast last night, and they're having problems. And it seems like it's a little bit on the touchy side. I'm seeing my drop frames don't seem to be going up, so it looks like I spoke a little too soon on that. It wasn't moving, but YouTube isn't responding apparently on my control panel. So I guess it is going a little bit nuts. So yeah, YouTube seems to be a little bit on the touchy side today, which is very irritating. I don't know what's been going on. Just waiting to see if it's going to settle down here at all. It doesn't seem like it is. It's actually kind of frustrating right now. Oh, fantastic. And it just melted down on me again. Wonderful. Seriously, YouTube, can you stop with this nonsense, please? Yeah, I don't know what in the world is going on here. Let's see. Let's keep the play going at any rate. So we just got the safe. So we just got the safe play 54. Outside run against safe is what we're looking at, and a 54 is H rated 0 against the run. H is Brian Robinson, and we established it's pass and run. He is rated 0 against the run, so that'll be the XR column. Actually, we need those two. So we're looking at 34 on the XR column. Is G rated 2 against the run? He isn't. Levens will slip free and get free for a 9-yard gain. That'll be another first down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. As Green Bay is steadily on the march here. So that'll be 1st and 10 for Green Bay from their own 44. Let's see. So to continue the drive here, as my stream is just continuing to go nuts here. They're going to go with too many people home and taking up the bandwidth. The problem is I live alone. I've pretty much always lived alone since I've been on my own. Once I got out of college, at least. And I didn't really have this problem. I didn't have this problem last year when I was running streams. So it's actually really irritating. We're gonna go. They're gonna go with an inside run to Henderson. In terms of evaluating second season for season replay potential. I'm not going to hold this game against it because I feel like I'm more fighting YouTube than I am fighting the system, because the system itself seems to be working fairly quickly. That's going to be a safe play. That's another safe defense by the Bears. Looking at a 44 as I need to go get the book for inside run against safe. Inside run against safe on a 44 is GB, ranked 2 against the run. That's Chris Villarreal. He is not bottled up for a 1-yard gain. Actually, hold on. GB is an offensive call. Rivera is not either, though, so still bottled up for a 1-yard gain. And that'll be second and 9. Green Bay at their 45. They're going to go for a medium pass. They're going to try their luck here and throw it to Freeman again. They're going to try their luck on a medium pass, throw it to Antonio Freeman. Let's see what the Bears are getting up to. A 1, they're calling pass. They're calling it pass defense. Medium pass against pass. And a 33 is SB, ranked 0 against the pass. SB is 11s. He is not caught at the sidelines for reception plus X yards. But we'll have a video review. We'll have to see if that stands. Actually, that's a 13 I should be looking at. So we should be looking at the quarterback's reception rating. He is a... Which one should we be looking at here? Yeah, that is a 13. Wow, a lot of low rolls. 13. We're looking at his completion rating. I think that's a B, so that's going to be Q minus die yards, which will be 1, so that'll actually still be an 11-yard gain. And another Green Bay first down as they move into Chicago territory. 7 minutes to go in the... Every 30 seconds it gets about 4 to 5 spinouts in a row, then gets good for about 2 minutes, then does it again. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, Jester. I was doing a couple of restarts to try to get it settling down. I was having problems yesterday with Marvel, as you well know, with Marvel Champions, and at least toward the end, Disney Reanimated seemed to go nuts. So I have no idea what's going on here. There's really not much I can do with it. Maybe I'll play around with it a little bit more today. I think I'll probably just go through this quarter and then re-upload the recording, because I do record all of my streams. But yeah, I'm just watching the drop frames go nuts here, and it's actually very irritating. So yeah, we're just going to go through we already adjusted that. I'm just going to go through the first quarter, I think. So 1st and 10 is Green Bay, now moves into Chicago territory at the Chicago 44. They're going to go with another outside run to Levens on what's on the 7th play of this opening drive. Five is going to be a run defense. So that's outside run against run. Here we go. Outside run versus run. And a 42 is looking at GA. Is he rated 0 against the run? He is not. Slips past and not a defender. Levens will pick up 8 on the ground, as Green Bay is on a steady march here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Take off another 30 seconds, and it'll be should be second and 2, I thought. Yeah. So it should be 2nd and 2 at the 44. Yeah. Now that we got that figured out. at the Chicago 36. And Green Bay is going to go with a... They're going to go with a medium pass to Schrader. And Chicago's coming for it. They're calling a blitz. So medium pass, and the Bears are coming for Favre on a blitz. A 43 is looking at EB. Is he rated 2 against the pass? That's EB is Schrader himself. He is not. Too high, and we had a video review on that play. I forgot about that on the last play. I'm not going to worry about that now. It is incomplete. What's the exclamation mark, though? That's marking for something. Of course, it doesn't tell me on here what it actually is. There's probably something in the... It's not there. And of course, I don't think this is going to tell me. Oh, here we go. Exceptional receiver. So an incomplete. An exceptional receiver is considered to have made the catch. Schrader is not. So that'll be incomplete. So we'll take 15 seconds off, and that'll be 3rd down and 2. And they're going to go for they're going to give it to Henderson. Try to get the 1st down that way. Five in a short yardage. Bears are coming with a run blitz. So inside run versus a blitz. All right, inside run versus a blitz, and a 42 is SB rated to 0 against the run. SB is Levens. He is rated 1 against the run. Mix up on the play. Runner struggled for 2 yards. We've got an XR result. That's where we need to get a 56. A, is he rated 2 against the run? That's Cousin. He is not. Breaks tackle, spins ahead for 15 yards and a 1st down. That was a wide receiver I was looking at on that result earlier. So 10, 15, and that'll be a Green Bay 1st down, keeping the drive going. That was a nice yardage situation. 1st and 10 as Green Bay's made it to the Chicago 21. This is the 10th play of this drive. So at the 10th play of the drive, they're going to go with another outside run to Levens. One is going to be a pass defense. Outside run versus pass. Here we are. 21. Outside run for Levens he's a B on the outside. So that'll be no gain on the play. Second down and 10. As Chicago's defense is spending a lot of time on the field, they're going to go short pass to Freeman. That'll be a blitz. Short pass versus a blitz and a 61. Is F rated 0 against the pass? He is not. So SB is SB 2 against the pass. SB is 11s. He is not. So 3rd and 10. And my stream went nuts again. As Green Bay's at the Chicago 21, they're going to try another medium pass to Schrader. Schrader can get lucky with the play. 3 in a probable pass. And a 24. A or Q or the quarterback is either one rated 2 against the pass. Actually, Favre is 2 against the pass, it looks like. So that's over to the XM column, which is looking at a 23. Is the quarterback's X greater than 7? Is it greater than 7? No, it's not. So that'll be a curl-in pass, 25 yards and a touchdown. As Green Bay will get on the board first here at Soldier Field. Stadium groans. Ugh. The Packers will try to add the extra point. The extra point is going to be kicked by Ryan Longwell, who's a AAA on the extra point. So he should be able to knock this in easily. I know there's a space here for extra points. Somewhere in here, fumbles and hard hits. Normal kickoffs. I thought, oh, here we go. Extra points. So he only misses this. Actually, AAA, he'll have a hard time missing this most likely. 36. Yeah, that'll be up good. So the Packers will have a 7-0 lead here in the first quarter at the halfway point of the quarter. And the Packers are going to be kicking it off to the Bears here momentarily. Once I get a note, so 12 plays, 5 minutes off the clock. Yeah, 12 plays, 5 minutes off the clock, ends with a 21-yard touchdown pass to Bill Schrader. As Favre lets it in the air. Then we'll get the kickoff here momentarily. Here we are. Longwell is a B on kickoff. A 12 on kickoff. That'll get boomed all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And that'll come back out to the 20 for the Bears, where Chicago will have it 1st and 10. We'll see if they're able to do anything with it. Let's see. The Bears are going to start off their edge with a medium pass to Bobby Ingram. Let's see, medium pass to Ingram. Oops. Sorry about that. Book fell on the camera. As we were saying, we're starting off with a medium pass to Ingram. There's the red die. Actually, the book fell on the cable for the power pack that I use when I'm streaming. So that'll be a run defense. So medium pass against a run defense. And a 54 is E ranked 2 against the pass. That is Brian Williams. He is not. Brian Williams. He is not. So yeah, that'll be good protection locates man for Q yards. So Matthews will get that out for 10 yards, and that'll be a Chicago first down. And that'll be 1st and 10 once again. This time from Chicago from their own 30. And they're gonna go with an inside run next, and they'll give that to Curtis Enos. Defense by Green Bay. So inside run versus safe. And a 52. 52 says, okay, so double star. That's some, home field advantage. If home team is on offense, which they are, over to the XR column. XR of a 42 is E, ranked 2 against the run. E is Brian Williams. He is not. Breaks into secondary. That'll be 10 yards and a Chicago first down. Still first down and 10. Chicago now on the march. As they're biting these 10-yard increments out on their offense. They're going to go with an outside run to Enos. That's going to be a pass defense. So outside run against a pass defense, which I've got. And a 23. Looking at, let's see, Enos is D to the outside, so that'll be, wow. He's going the wrong way with that. That'll be a 5-yard loss. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ouch. Not the direction you want to be going when you're trailing. So that'll be 2nd and 15. Chicago at their own 35. They're going to go with a medium pass. And they're going to throw that to... They're going to go to Robinson with that one. That'll be another safe defense. Safe, so what did we say? Medium pass versus safe. And a 35. Looking at GB. Is GB ranked 0 against the pass? He is not. So protection holds complete for R minus die yards. That'll be... So R in this case is Robinson minus die, which we'll use the blue die as 4. So 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And that'll be 3rd and 1. From their own... They're going to go inside run to... They're going to go inside run to Enos, try to get the first down on the ground. Inside run, this will be a short yardage situation for Chicago. Which a short yardage, Green Bay's expecting it in a run defense. So inside run versus run. Inside run versus run and a 12. Enos is a B on the run. That'll be 1 yard, and that'll be just enough for a first down. $2:30 to play here in the first quarter, which is going to be the last quarter of this stream because the quality here is not good at all. And unfortunately, I don't think... Yeah, YouTube is acting up on me today. I don't know why it's doing this. to be stable at all for me today, which is very irritating. Anywho, while we wait and see if that decides it wants to load for me, let's keep things rolling along here. Let's see, so we're looking at 1st and 10. Chicago from midfield. We are going to go with... We're going to go with a... let's go with a short pass to Robinson. That'll be a pass defense by Green Bay. And a 13 completion rating. That's a AA. Half quarterbacks, so 5 yards and out of bounds. And we'll take off only 15 seconds for the play. So that'll bring us to 2nd and 5. Great, I can't even see chat at this point. Delightful. Let's see if we can refresh the page. Chicago at the Green Bay 45. They're going to go with an inside run to Enos. That'll be a pass defense by Green Bay. So inside run versus pass. And a 24. B or F. Is either one ranked run of 0? Neither one is. Run play gains 3 yards. So that will be, let's see, 2:15, 30 seconds, 15, 20, 25, 30. That'll be 3rd and 2. Chicago from the Green Bay 42. They're just going to go right back to Enos on the play. See if they can get the first down on the ground. Short yardage, Green Bay's calling for a run defense. Inside run versus run. And a 53 is G, ranked 0 against the run. He is not. So that'll be over. So he'll be overwhelmed for a 1 yard loss, and the Bears will have to punt. So that'll be Chicago from the 3, and the Bears. Okay, so the Bears are going to try to coffin corner punt this one. And their punter is Todd Sauerbrunn. He's going to try his hand at coffin corner punting this one. I don't think I need the pink die for this one. We'll start off with a 23 on the coffin corner punt. Punt bounces crazily to a stop, ruled dead at the 15-yard line. So not a bad punt, but not exactly where they wanted it to be. We'll tick off 15 seconds. And that'll be where Green Bay will take over at the 15, 1st and 10. They're going to start with... I think we're just going to run the clock out at this point. I think, yeah, you probably run the ball here anyway. So they're going to go inside run to Levens. A safe defense for Chicago. And an 11. So inside run versus safe. And 11 is inside run grade. He's a C on an inside run. That'll be no gain on the play. Taking off 30 seconds, 1 minute left in the quarter. Second down and 10. They're going to go for a medium pass to Schrader this time. Three is going to be safe. So medium pass versus safe. And a 64. Again on the unusual results column, next page. 23. 16 yards, but a penalty on it, but there's a flag on the play. So right now it's a 16-yard gain, which would bring them to the 31, but let's check the penalty. So roll again on the penalty column. 53. That's an offense 10-yard penalty, so a holding call on the offense. That's going to go against GB. So that'll be against Marco Rivera for a 10-yard call. 10-yard penalty. This is from the 15. That'll back Green Bay up all the way to the 5. So that'll bring it back. And we'll replay second down. Second and 20. Green Bay from their own 5. Ouch. This time they're going to air it out. They're going to try their hand at a long pass. They're going to go to Freeman on this one. We also need to tick off 15 seconds. That is going to be a blitz defense. Here come the Bears. So long pass against the blitz. The Bears smell blood and they think they can get on the board here. One is looking at F or B. Is either one ranked 2 against the pass? B. F or B is looking at the defense. 1 is ranked 2 against the pass, so we'll go to the XL column. And a 26, looking at the quarterback X, greater than 5. Favre is a 4. So Favre is a 4 between 2 defenders. That'll be a 33-yard result for Favre. And that'll be a Green Bay first down. So 10, 20, 30, 1, 2, 3. 30 seconds off the clock, and we are looking at the last play of the first quarter. As Green Bay made it out to their own 38. They're going to go outside run to Levens. That'll be a safe play call, a safe defense by the Bears. Outside run versus safe. And a 13, looking at his rating of a, what did we say? Outside run of a, and a 13 will be a 5-yard gain. Which is where the gun's going to sound to end the first quarter. Green Bay with a 1-0 lead, but as bad as the stream is, that's where I'm going to tap out and call it a stream. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to for in the last several dice in the advent calendar because I will be traveling next week. So we're going to go through all of these since I won't be on channel to open these. So this should be the rest of the dice in the pink. Sure enough, first up, we've got the D20 in that pink and white set. Then we'll crack the 22nd. Actually, we'll just do this. I'm just going to tear them all open. So the 22nd, it was the D8 of the set. Then the 23rd would be the D4 of the set. And finally for the 24th, we've got the last D10 of the set. So that can hit the bin. The rest of these can go in with the sword where I've been storing everything. And everything will go in just like that, and everything should close here. Indeed, it will. And that'll do it for the Advent calendar. That'll also do it for this playthrough of second season football.